Hello everyone, nice to see you again. I'm RK. In this Linux series, our next video is about adding user and modifying the user and deleting the user. I'm displaying my password file. Here you can see there is only one user has user ID of 1000. By default, user ID 0 is assigned to root, 1 to 99 is assigned for predefined accounts, and 100 to 999 is reserved for system accounts and groups. So here I have the user ID of my account is 1000. This is the username and this is the password, but this is not the password here. Here X is given, so it means the password is stored in the shadow file. This is the user ID and this is the group ID. This is the user's home directory and user's login shell. Now I am going to create a new user named James. Only the root user and the user who has the sudo privilege can use useradd command. Now I am a sudo privileged user, so I can use that command. For that I am going to use sudo useradd, and here we need to give the username James. Let's display the password file again. Here you can see the new user James is add and user ID of 1001 and group ID of 1001. Here the James home directory is home/James and the default login shell is bin.sh. Let's see home directory of James. Here it shows the home directory for James is home/James, but there is no folder like James. If we need to create home directory of the user while we creating a user account, we need to use -m flag sudo useradd -m. Here I am creating a new user Mike. Let's check the home directory again. Here you can see Mike has home directory. Instead of creating home directory in the default place and name, we can create with other names. Let's create a new user. Here you need to use dflag and you need to say what is the name of the user's home directory. Here I am creating the home directory in temp/abcd and the username is Raj. Let's display the password file again. Here you can see the home directory for Raj is in temp/abcd and the user ID of Raj is 1003 ls/temp. Here you can see that abcd, and we can also assign specific user ID for user. Sudo useradd and uflag to give user ID, and here I am giving the user ID as 1005 and the name of the user is Messi. Let's check the ID of Messi. Here the Messi's user ID is 1005 and the group ID is also 1005. You can see the same result in password file. User ID of Messi is 1005 and group ID also 1005. And like that we can also create a new user with specific group ID. The same command with different user ID 1006 and group as demo and the username is Ram. Here the group demo does not existed. Here we need to create a group and assign that username to a group. We will see how to create new groups. By default, when you create a user account, the expiry date for the user is 0. It means the account will be forever. We can specify expiry date for a user account, so the user account will be deleted at that time. For that, we need to use eflag. Before that, let's check about any other user. Change Messi. I need sudo permission. Here you can see that expiry date for Messi account is null. It means this account will be for forever. Let's create a new account. Sudo useradd -e. Here we need to give the date and which date and time the account need to be dated. 2021 hyphen and the month 0916 and the account name is Loki. Now let's see the details about Loki. Here you can see that the expiry date of the account is September 16th, 2021. And we can also add comment when we create new user like sudo useradd. For comment we need to use -c. In quotes we need to give the comment. This is demo and the username is dem. Let's check our password file. Here you can see that account dem, the comment is this is demo. By default we got bin/sh as login shell. We can change that when we create a new user using sudo useradd-s. In my system there are more than 5 shells. Instead of bin/sh I can use bin/bash and the username is Harry. Let's check our password file again. Here Harry's default login shell is bin/bash. You can combine these flags and use them in a single line to create a user with multiple details. Here we assign specific details for users when we create. Now let's see how to change the details of an existing user. Here I created James, Mike, Raj, Messi, Loki and Harry. Let's change the details about James. Before that we have lots of usernames here. Let's delete that. Sudo userdel and username. If you just enter the username without using any flag, still the home directory of the user will be there. To remove the home directory also, we need to use our flag. Now let's use Mike. Here the user account is removed. There is no Mike here. And if we check for his home directory in home, there is no Mike. Only my Orchest directory is there. Now let's see how to use usermod. Sudo usermod. Usermod is also same like useradd, but useradd is used for new users by creating them, and usermod is used for existing users for changing the properties of them. And you can also use the same flags that we used in our useradd command. In useradd, we used the flags like m, d, c, e, u, s. Here we are going to use the same flags. Here m is used to create home directory for users. I'm going to create a home directory for James in /var/www/James, and the comment is James official account, and the expiry date is 2021-9-16, and the user ID of James is 1025, and login shell for James is /user/bin/gsh, and the username is James. Let's check the ID for James. Here James user ID is 1025. Let's display the password file. Here James user ID is 1025. James official account. Home directory is var/www/James, and login shell is gsh. And that's it guys. If you have any doubts, ask me in the comment section. I will try to clear it. And thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.